Hey, how you doing? I'm laying on the floor in a weird position. You might be able to hear Steve playing Potato People in his office. Potato People! Ooh, 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 ooh. Sneezing while in this position is bad news. Sneezing at all is bad news. It's fixed! My prosthetic strap had ripped off a few days ago when Vi was here. But I just went to the prosthetics company and they fixed the strap. So now I have a leg again. Woo! So, the chiropractor who I'm experimenting with, because I can't be in pain forever. I need to find a way to not be in pain all the time. So I'm going to this new chiropractor who specializes in people with brain injuries and recovery and all these things. And she thinks that my pelvis is sprained. So the SI joint, this is the front of my pelvis and this is the back. This part has like a little sacrum in it, so there's like a bone right in here. And she thinks that mine is sprained and that I need to squishify my pelvis back towards that bone so that I can reconnect that joint. Your pelvis is actually two bones just wandering around. So trying to stick them together. So, and also trying to help my lumbar back get forward motion. Lumbar spine, not lumbar back. So yeah, the two ways that I'm doing that are by having this rolled up blanket and putting it under my lumbar for 5 minutes a day. She doesn't want me to do it any longer. She doesn't want to sprain it or something, strain it more. And the other way is rolling onto the fleshy part of my butt, so not like all the way on my back and not all the way on my side, but this sort of like fleshy butt position. Supporting this leg here, and then spending a few minutes. I will flip you around. So, laying this way, trying to press this hip bone back into my sacrum, while this one tries to slowly angle out, and then switching over onto the other fleshy part of my butt and squishify my pelvis that way. So hopefully all of this physical therapy will do something. The last set of physical therapy did not do anything, and that's frustrating. We will try it. Yeah, I'm trying not to get down about like the history of non-functioning modalities, I guess would be the way to put that. Like working with a podiatrist and working with a physical therapist, and getting the prosthetic on my leg really helped my foot, but it didn't actually help the whole overall problem. So yeah, chronic pain is definitely a thing where I feel two ways about it. On one way, like, it's not a migraine, so who cares? I'm not getting currently stabbed in the head with an ice pick, so what does it matter? But the other way is like chronic pain and chronic inflammation is terrible for your body and for your brain, and I would really like to feel comfortable. Just comfortable. That's all I want, is just to feel comfortable. Physically. And I have a really high tolerance for not feeling comfortable. And I think that can, part of that is good. Like a high tolerance for discomfort can help you with things like not being defensive when people talk about racism. There's a good example. You have a high tolerance for that topic making you feel uncomfortable. So some of that is good. Sometimes you do need to put up with like a little bit of pain. But at this point, I'm putting up with a degree of pain that is really unhealthy for me. So I am trying to squishify it. I have to go in and get x-rays and potentially even an MRI of my back and my hip joints because they're worried that my ball joint in my hip is not seated correctly or is wearing on my acetabulum, the part of your pelvis that holds your hip. So, yeah. Trying to do it. I'm trying to do it.